Coming up at the Wild Dog Arcade, we take a trip down memory lane to explore and share with you the beginning of our pinball journey. It's the machine that started our addiction, plus much more. Stay tuned. So our story begins back in 2014. We had just moved to Minnesota, bringing our love with pinball with us. And one day, we found a place called Pinball Warehouse in Fridley, Minnesota. Unfortunately, this business has since closed, but I'm sure a number of you who have lived around the area will remember this place fondly. Now, remember, we bought this machine back in 2014. Can any of you take a guess of what the price of this machine is? Yeah, I know. It's jaw-dropping at this point when you compare it to today's prices in 2025. But, as you can see, I was already having a lot of fun being here. I think this is one of the first places that I saw so many different machines on free play. So my inner kid in me was already in heaven. Of course, the idea as to why everything is on free play is so that you can buy one of their machines, and we did that. It's also one of the first times I got to see pinball machines being moved, and of course getting that pinball machine out to our car was a little bit of an interesting task because there was so much snow all over the ground from the night before, but we made it work. Then we arrived at our condo. Yes, we were actually living in a condo at that point when we first moved to Minnesota. We were currently looking for a new house, and so we knew we had some boxes that we had to check off first in order to find that right home. We no longer had roommates. We were fortunate enough that since we had moved from the Bay Area in California, this meant that we had new options that we had never had before. So it was magical to have that pinball machine in our house for the first time. So magical, in fact, that a huge anthropomorphic fox came to visit our place. Our hidden cameras caught him playing a game in our Getaway machine. What a nerd.
So we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's still 13 more general illumination lights in here.
Yeah.
14, 15. Yeah. Some of them I changed out to LEDs before, so what I'm doing is I'm changing the non-LEDs first. In areas like this is now very well lit up. In fact, there are some mods you can buy that light up the trough. That light
no
this.
kidding. Way down here, lights. Huh?
Yeah. Well, you put them up inside there when they shoot out.
Okay.
So I'm going to change out two of these throughout the whole thing. And then move on until I run out of bulbs.
Right.
There's too much drag on it. It'll have problems with that, so I can take that and I can pull it apart, clean it, and stretch that spring a little bit. I need. Now that's set. And then hopefully it'll spring back faster, and then the ball won't hit the end of it.
Right.
That's what's happening.
This little guy here. Yep.
Wow, now's a good time to get at this and clean back here.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Should I grab
the wax and the thing.
Sure.
The polish rag's over there. I think it's on this lower shelf.
Okay. We're gonna polish. And it's snowing outside. So, there's nothing better to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, that will be interesting to see how well that speeds things up.
Well, it just might not. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
Yeah. Experiment. Now, if you ever had the pleasure to speak with someone who owns pinball machines, they will tell you straight up, they are like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one. And so that's exactly what happened to us. So we bought another, and another, and another. Here's Gary now repairing our F-14 Tomcat machine. It had a cool light show in the back of the playfield there. By the way, shout out to Moody and everyone else out there that knows how cool Twilight Zone is. We were really fortunate to have this game for a while. Playing pinball and having friends over is what it's all about, and we really are happy that we've had that opportunity while we were living in Minnesota to do so. Today, in 2025, we have our full appreciation for the Getaway pinball machine with the back glass art framed upon the wall while we do our new segment on our live stream for pinball. And we've had an incredible time streaming pinball to all of you out there for 5 years now. It's crazy to think how much time has already gone by. Lots of machines we've once owned and have long since been sold to make way for the new pin and the next new adventure. We want to thank everyone who has joined us on that journey along the way as we continue to share this excitement with you into the unknown future. If you like this trip down memory lane or any other video we've made, please consider subscribing to our channel. We also live stream our pinball action on YouTube now. Be sure to visit our page when we go live on Wednesdays at 8:30 Eastern Time and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, keep playing pinball. Bye!